no sé qué tú ves en mí, mi amor. Ya no dejes de mirarme, que ya me gusta quién soy. Contigo me siento en control. Eres el balance en este mundo, poco humor. Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones. Esas madrugadas y hermosas conversaciones. Se volvió ese chico que quería ver otra vez. Y me enamoré a volverlo a ver. Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Me diste alas para que vuele, pero motivos para quedarme. Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Tú me curas cuando más me duele. Sé que siempre has sabido amarme.
Eso eres tortolito, no queda bien, bebé. Mejor de tus amigas diciendo que no ven. Esto sea duradero, que sea algo sincero. Que un perro no cambia y eso es lo que es él. Pero tú lo viste, mi amor. Tú viste mi mejor versión. Tú hiciste lo que nadie quería. Serispo para mis poesías. Siento que tú solo sabes. Chico con par de maldades. Pero sincero, verdadero, baby. Secreto que tú solo sabes. Momentos que siento reales. Solo prefiero que en un largo tiempo sea tu caballero.
Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Me diste alas para que vuele, pero motivos para quedarme. Tú me ves como nadie más, bebé. Tú me curas cuando más me duele. Sé que siempre has sabido amarme. Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones. Esas madrugadas y hermosas conversaciones. Se volvió ese chico que quería ver otra vez. Y me enamoré a volver.
G'day, ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard. Welcome back to the World Adventure here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hope everyone is doing well. Now, first off, I know you guys are probably going to be like, you just need to chill the hell out and not worry about it, but I just want to say I do apologise for yesterday evening. It's beyond my control, but it doesn't mean that I don't apologise for it. So, as you guys have already noticed, probably with the start times of these streams, I have made some necessary alterations. And as you can see with the aircraft that we're in as well, I've made those necessary alterations. So, now we're in a position where the pickup in business due to the fact that we're no longer in restrictions of incapacity and lockdowns means that it's not going to affect the streams anymore in the way it has recently. Right, so this evening I should be putting in the flight plan because that would be something that one should do. There we go, that worked. Very good. So as usual, the flight plan is obviously available in the Discord. It's also available right there, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. So a relatively low-level flight this evening compared to what we are usually used to doing, with an MSA of only 13,000 feet. So those of you who like to fly helicopters and such, a bit of relief. Not looking at anyone in particular. Gruden. Sorry, slight chest issue, you know. Anyway, all right, enough crap. Let's say g'day. So I'm going to have to somehow figure out between what was written in the chat yesterday and what was written in the chat today. But I'm assuming that the first person to make a comment today was Fozzie with slews, because that's just something Fozzie would do. And speaking of which, g'day Fozzie, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Mr. Calling Pigeon is here, as is Mr. Vruden the Great. G'day to both of you. Hope you are both doing fantastically. Black Evo is also here. He says, g'day slews. G'day Black Evo, mate. Welcome to the stream. I don't know where you are in the world right now, but hello to you wherever you are. The helicopter has been hovering over that airport for about 36 hours. Gruden, you really need to shut your machine down. Wes says, hey, is what horses eat. G'day, Wes. Welcome to the stream. Blackadder says, afternoon. Just, you know, obviously in Blackadder's world, the letter T doesn't exist in his alphabet, so he's only got an alphabet of 25 letters. G'day, Tim. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing fantastically. Mr. David Jacot. Don't know why I pronounced his name with a French. Maybe he is French. Who knows? But g'day, he could be David Jacot, you know? Like, who knows? Either way, Dave, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope things are better for you than where they were. It's a pleasure to have you here, and that kind of says that they are, but... Alright, have I missed anyone else? The Rego, Bryce, I haven't touched the Rego. I have not touched the Rego. This is just one of the liveries that's available for the TB21. I actually do have my usual Rego written somewhere on the plane. I think it's just very small because this particular livery matches the actual real life Trinidad with this registration. Kangaroo says, hello everyone. G'day, Mr. Bouncy Bounce. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Blackadder says it's a Fozzie thing. Fair enough. That makes more sense. Black Evo is still in London. Are you going to get the London look, Black Evo? Take the screwdriver to the front teeth, or... Brett Plays says, g'day, Bryce. G'day, Brett. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Shane says, hi, Bricel. Brissett, Bright. Sure. G'day, Shane. I honestly can't remember how you were pronouncing that on stream a couple of nights back, 2 nights back, whenever it was. But, g'day. Nonetheless, welcome to the stream, Shane. Hope you are doing well. You can be literate, Blackadder, but I certainly can't. So, I mean, I can't really be standing here making comments about this when you guys have seen me try to construct a sentence before, and it's just a diabolical mess. No, Reg, are you doing a special cargo run? Yes, well, you know, we are in South America. Yeah, you know. Maybe. Don't want to incriminate myself in any way, shape, or form. Right. So, the active runway is 2.5, but the wind is only 3 knots. So honestly, it's probably not going to make much difference which end you take off from, other than the fact that you're going to have a head-on collision with people going off with 2.5. So if you feel like a game of chicken, go to the other end. Who is Reg? Bloke, just, you know, over there somewhere. I don't know. The guy who created Ansett Australia, an airline that was once an airline. That means it's just a defunct airline. Anyway. Right, enough talking about useless shit. Let's start this thing. Right, so, can I remember how to start this thing? I should be able to remember that now. Battery, avionics master, alternator, fuel pump, propeller, mixture, and then no. Right? What altitude are we at? We're not actually that high up right now, are we? So that can't be the issue. I know I had this problem last time and it just took a few... Oh, I remember what. It would be the fact that I haven't selected a fuel tank, wouldn't it? There we go. That's what I was missing. I knew I was missing something. Alright, let's try again. Beautiful. Alright, we have a clean start. Let's throw some lights on. Let's throw some flaps in. Beautiful. So we need to be heading up to a minimum of 13,000 feet today. So I'm going to go to about 15,000 feet. Mainly because the Trinidad is just so much more capable as well as an aircraft than the, at least performance-wise, than the DA40. As I have mentioned before, the DA40 has a much nicer pilot interface, but that's the only, and a better range, but that's the only two things it's got going for it. And unfortunately now we're in a position where I sometimes need the flights to be a little bit quicker, so I figured it wouldn't hurt 3 or 4 flights earlier than we expected to be jumping in the Trinidad. Right, need to make sure that my CDI is set to GPS, which it now is. Now I'm going to put some power in. Oh, make sure that the park brake's on before you put power in, Bryce. And then we're going to test the right magneto, all good. The left magneto, all good. Back to both. There we go. Power back out. Everything is where it's expected to be. Can probably take the fuel pump out now because we're not operating at exponentially high altitudes today. Wes has done a thing. He has made a donation and he says, this is your starter fund for a walking frame or gopher for your poor weak ankles. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine, Wes. I just need to get myself some new shoes, and I need to get myself back into the gym now that I'm allowed to re-enter the gym as a 5G activated person. That will help massively. Yeah. Alright, but I am doing well, Wes. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're doing relatively well too there, mate. Alright, so make that a thing, and then Crocs are comfy. I've tried them. They don't work with my feet because I have incredibly large arches and incredibly wide feet. So they don't work very well. My best bet usually, and I didn't do it the last time and I highly regret not doing it, is a pair of like Globe or DC high top skate shoes because they've got really good heel support, really good ankle support. They're usually extremely grippy and non-slip. That has been my go-to and they've never failed me, and then I wasn't able to get them the last time round. I got a pair of Skechers. They lasted 3 months before they went to absolute crap, and they did absolutely no favours for the feet and ankles. And now I've been swapping between 2 pairs of old runners of mine, some Asics and some New Balance, which has been okay, but is obviously not a perfect situation. Wooden Dutch clogs? No, definitely not wooden Dutch clogs. Wes, have you got the Megatron? This aircraft could almost be completed by adding a sunroof. It's just got that vibe about it, like, you know. Blackadder with some, to getting some comfy insoles. Thank you very much, Blackadder. Much appreciated. It will certainly be utilised for that. See, my biggest issue is that that I've got is that my left side is actually shorter than my right side, so I walk and I stand in an abnormal fashion, which puts extra pressure on, you know, joints and ankles and the way that my feet move when I'm walking and all that puts different pressure on the muscles, etc., which causes me, after, you know, 6 or 7 hours, to be sometimes in some pretty incredible pain. Should I still be in hospitality? Well, you know, many people would probably say no, but I'm on a good wicket at the moment, so I don't really want to throw that away. It's very easy to deal with this situation with some, you know, as I said, getting some proper shoes and stuff. And so, shout out to you for that, Blackadder. Very much appreciated. Alright, so we are here. And we don't appear to have left anyone at the terminal. So, it's time to go, I guess. Let's, So we're heading up to Lima today, which is the capital of Peru. I will obviously... Whoa, okay. There might only be 3 knots of wind, but it's playing a little bit of havoc, I must say. There we go. Seems to be like maybe some wind shear or something. Maybe because the airport is elevated, and then there's valleys and mountains surrounding. That might have had something to do with it. I will go more into what a beta-tiered city means once we are established on the flight here. Now, I'm going to make sure this time round that I actually hit the time climb so that I don't end up in that same issue that I had in the previous flight. I agree with you, Black Evo. The TB21 is amazing. It's just the pillars. Wes had a really bad allergic reaction. Ended up in hospital for a few hours after the cricket stream. Legs went into toxic shock. Blood vessels inflamed. Yeah, okay. That doesn't sound very pleasant, I'll be honest with you, Wes. Alright, so I'll make this turn here, and then I should be in a position where I can comfortably set up the autopilot. You may notice that I'm a little bit more timid with the autopilot in the Trinidad than I am in the DA40. That is simply because it is an old school autopilot, and they are renowned for sometimes having issues. And I just want to make sure that I have enough altitude before I go setting anything and ending up plummeting to Earth. Right, so now altitude, autopilot, and I want to be going up at about, let's go up at about 500 feet per minute at this point. So what we'll do is we will pull back some propeller RPMs and some mixture, but we'll leave the throttle right up. And we can pull our flaps in as well, as we are achieving more than enough speed. All right, beautiful. Hey, g'day to Cam as well. Hope you are doing well, mate. So we're going to get to fly over the Nazca lines again here. Wondering if the autopilot is in fact working. I think it's all good. find out when we get up to this Nazca line waypoint anyway. Up over here. And that story right there, Black Evo, is the reason why I'm so careful with making sure that I have altitude before I go setting the old school autopilot. Because you just can't trust it. Let's start. In a moment, I will bring you up to it. You just go back to the couch for the moment. Bring up the VFR map, see if it's tracking. Yeah, I'm so used to using little nav map, I completely neglecting the VFR map. It doesn't seem to be tracking. Oh, maybe it is actually. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. No, maybe it isn't. Why aren't you tracking? Because supposedly I hadn't hit nav mode, but as most of you would have seen, I in fact did hit nav mode, so who knows? Oh, it's going to go back to time climb again. Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say. I thought it was going to go back to time climb again, and I was going to be like, are you serious? We're going to have that issue again? But no, we're good, we're good. Everybody calm down. Yeah, not a fantastic situation to be in there, Mr. Black Evo. Although I'm very glad that GA Autopilot has come a long way since these autopilots, you know, through the use of Garmin G1000, G3000s, etc. Using heading as well, Blackadder. Yeah, seems like some flights in the Trinidad I may need to use heading, and you know what? I actually, although it sounds like I'm potentially having an issue with it, it's not an issue because it's just more, you know, I need to understand that the aircraft I'm flying is not quite as technologically advanced when it comes to avionics as the DA40 was. So I need to make the necessary improvements in myself as a pilot to negate that. If one of those things is flying via heading as opposed to nav sometimes, it just is. Wes likes good head. I mean, Wes, like, I feel like that's just a given. I haven't met anybody who doesn't like that. Oh, I'm loving it, Black Evo. Loving it. As I said, because it's going to make me give me a better understanding of aircraft in the future if I know how to use both the G1000 and old school steam gauges and old school autopilots and stuff like that. Although, to be fair, the Trinidad's a bit like the Mooney. It's in that in-between era where it's got some Garmin bits and pieces, but also steam gauges and old school autopilot setups. Alpha Mine Trucks. Let me get Google Translate onto that one. You're Brazilian? Welcome to the stream. You don't understand anything I'm saying? That's probably because you speak Portuguese and I speak English. I'm going to say this in English because it's all I know, but if you go into the settings on the video, there will be the option for subtitles, and you should be able to select subtitles, fingers crossed because I've set it up to do it, that come up in Portuguese. Should. And also, Calling Pigeon, one of my mods, speaks Portuguese. Stu, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing fantastically. Like you can talk, Vruden, you've got an American accent. It's no better. No easier to understand. Is there anything Calling Pigeon can't do? Black Evo? I don't believe so. I'm getting vibes that he may in fact be God himself. Bruden, I just read your comment. Bogan Spectrums now, hey? Fuck me. What's next? So, you'll get a bit of a laugh out of this one, Bruden. Coming up soon on our left, we may not actually be able to see it because it's going to be a bit of a distance away, but is actually the town of Pisco, where we... And I knew you... Sorry, let me rephrase. I remember that you were laughing continuously whenever I said Pisco when we were doing the cocktail in that stream a while back. So that's the actual town where it... Like the actual Pisco that we couldn't get our hands on originates from. So there you go, something for you to laugh at. Wes, you need to stop with the complete and utter bogan language. I had to think about what you were saying then. Hey, Mr. Kangaroo with the donation. Mr. Bouncing Man, you are a legend for just reaching into your pouch and... Yeah, that was a really bad utilization of your name. I know, don't come at me. But no, thank you very much, Kangaroo. Much appreciated. Really, really is. Can't thank you. I know I say it a lot, but I really can't thank you guys enough for the support of the channel. So I believe I haven't got the final numbers yet because I'm waiting for the money to actually hit the Movember page, but I'm pretty sure with broken $500, so that's insane. Obviously, I will do a announcement in the Discord sometime over the weekend. But yeah. Also, if anyone is free this coming Sunday at 00 hours Zulu, so midnight Zulu, I will be streaming our first Christmas charity stream, which is in American Truck Simulator. So anybody who's around and feels like driving for 6-7 hours, just delivering toys and all sorts of cool shit with trailers in Christmas liveried trucks, feel free to jump in on that stream. That will be no doubt a load of fun and absolute hilariousness as you watch myself and Wes and whoever else is there roll trucks, flip trucks, crash trucks, do everything that we shouldn't be doing in a truck, basically. That's alright, Black Evo. There's another 2 coming up. I'm sure, well, actually, I was going to say, I'm sure you won't get screwed over by the job on the other 2 streams, but actually knowing the way that they like to do their rostering and all that, especially when I'm doing a cookie on the fly, you probably will end up getting screwed by it at some point. Oh yeah, no, Wes, you won't be making that one. I remember that now. Alright, so if you want to come and see me completely destroy a truck 6 or 7 times, you know where to come on a Sunday. Speaking of which, Black Evo, Calling Pigeon, and Drew, if you're here, I need to run an idea by you guys in the Discord at some point. Yeah. I mean, if you can't come on the Sunday, it's all good, guys. You know, like, either way, I'm going to be driving. I'm sure others will be driving. It's all in the name of charity. In the end, any sort of awareness is good awareness. Whether it's 5 of us or 15 of us, it doesn't matter. It's awareness. I am just chilling out here watching my aircraft fly. I probably should be monitoring things like my mixture and stuff like that, because this is an aircraft where we don't have a FADEC control system, so I probably should be dealing with stuff like that. Probably also should be reducing our vertical speed a little bit as we get up, because we are at 12,500 feet. We don't really want to be continuing to climb at 500 feet per minute if we can avoid it, because, well, small aircraft. know. And then once we get up to cruising altitude, obviously we'll drag the mixture right out. You have so many legs to catch up, you might do some in a Corsair or a Mustang. Absolutely, Black Evo. Or you could even, like the Hawk or something. And just cruise, like you don't have to obviously go full tilt, but just cruise in the Hawk or the FA-18 or whatever. And I will hit you up whenever. Wes says, hey guys, make sure you smash that like button as well. I mean, yes, so Wes is correct. The like button is, it's very lonely. It's been almost 2 years of COVID. It's had to socially distance from everyone. It hasn't had any loving from anyone in a long time. So, let's help out the lonely like button. It sounded good in my head. You'll be back early next week, Black Evo? No worries, mate. All good. I can tell that I've had the opportunity to go back to the gym and upgrade from the dumbbell weights that I was using here at home. In fact, I doubled the weight I was using here at home, and now my wrists are just like... Alright, so to get a little more information about what a beta tiered city is and about Lima in Peru as well, let's learn a bit about Lima. So, it is the capital and the largest city of Peru. Oh, right, okay. It has more than 10.7 million people in its metropolitan area, making it one of the largest cities in South and Central America. So nowadays it is considered to be a political, cultural, financial and commercial centre of the country itself. Internationally, it is one of the 30 most populated urban agglomerations in the world. Due to its geostrategic importance, the Globalization and World Cities Research Network has categorized it as a beta-tiered city. So, the Globalization and World Cities Research Network is a think tank that studies the relationships between world cities in the context of globalization. It is based in the Geography Department of the Loughborough University in Leicestershire in the UK. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. I tried my best on that one. So, basically, a beta-tiered city is a city that... basically, it is a city of geostrategic importance in the context of globalization. That's basically what it means. So it's actually not anything fancy as such. It just literally means this is a very good city for basing anything out of that, you know, is economically beneficial, environmentally beneficial, all the things that can benefit the world. That Lima in Peru is one of the better places to probably, is kind of what they're trying to say. If that makes sense. Your wrist is very sore, not so much from lifting weights, although some has been lifting something heavy. That's too much information, Black Evo. Wes says, awesome, so you might be able to join the Melbourne Alice flight. New series starting alongside Ring of Fire, taking the 7th. When is it going to be? Oh, did I... Stu, what ended up happening with your Microsoft Flight Simulator? Was it a simple fix? Did anything I do actually assist? What, because I didn't actually end up doing much. Except being incredibly confused at the issue you were having in the first place. Will it come in handy with the tweezers? Full reinstall? Ah, that's a shame, Stu. But I guess it now works. So Shane, you're going to keep getting tennis elbow if you keep doing the come on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Josh needs coffee, BRB, and good morning. I feel you, Josh. I feel you on the coffee thing. Welcome to the stream, mate, and no worries. Alright, we need to definitely pull some mixture out here. Whoops, wrong one. Alright, I'm going to pull my headphones out for a second and give a certain person the attention she is so much craving. Which, to be fair, she's not being overly attention-seeking. It's she's not quite used to me being at work all the time. So. How is the old doggo? She's alright. She's got some separation anxiety issues after obviously getting so used to me being at home. But she seems to be slowly learning from that. The first couple of days that I was back at work, I was coming home to all sorts of destruction in the backyard. Now I'm coming home to no destruction in the backyard. So she's obviously understanding that yes, whilst I'm away for work, I am going to still come home, so there's nothing to be concerned about. Other than that, she's fine. Being an awesome doggo. I think she just misses me. Brett says, I'm off for the night. Enjoy your flight, mate. Night all. Not a problem, Brett. You have a good one, mate. Look after yourself. And I'm sure I will see you very, very soon in somebody's stream, whether it's mine, Wes's, Shane's, or your own. Sorry about that. Just, Doggo heard something and I heard something moving outside, so I figured I'd go with her and see what it was. Probably just a cat or something scaling the fence. Wow, the wind is quite intense. Buffeting us around above these mountainous terrain. But the good news is it's a tailwind. Security guard, you all good? Just want to check something, 2 seconds. I am still here, the microphone's still on, you'll probably be able to hear me walking around. I just need to check something. No, not being invaded or robbed. Just some sort of animal scaling the fences in the backyard and. Two seconds, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just, Doggo alerted me to one of the, mouse traps that we have set up in the garage. The rodent... You know those rodent boxes that professional, pest people put in? She's been hanging around that. And with the rodent issues that we've had previously at this place, of course, I'm extremely interested to try and witness one, because then I can obviously contact the real estate and be like, hey, we need to send somebody out again. You know, I'm starting to see potential rodent activity again, but haven't seen anything yet, so I'm not sure what it could be, but she's still very much attracted to that particular part of the garage, so just going to monitor whatever she's getting up to. She's obviously got much better hearing and smell and all that senses than I do, so but that's what I was doing, just seeing what she was getting up to. I mean, there's no... Yeah, that's exactly right, Shane, which is why I'm just sort of like, if I can see one, I have an opportunity to obviously contact the real estate. That's all. But it could have also simply been a cat or a bird of some sort as well. Because, as I said, I haven't seen anything, and there is no evidence of mice or rat droppings in the garage. So, yeah. So anyway, as I said, my apologies for that. Just obviously I'm very, very, very vigilant about stuff like that because of the previous issues that we've had. That's all. So if you do see me get up at any other times during the flight, you'll know why. Yeah, that's exactly right, Shane. And the other thing is we had a tradie come in to just service all the gas-related things in the house. G'day, Clocked, mate. How you going? We had a tradie come in to service the gas-related things in the house a couple of days ago, and when he pulled out the oven, there was fresh, dead mice behind there. One, but it was fresh. So that combined with now what her attraction to that particular part of the garage just has me sort of going, oh, okay, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so Blackouter, I just saw the fact that Shane had uploaded that as well, and I was like, ooh. Yeah. So, we've been very lucky in the fact that we haven't actually had any dye in the roof or anything like that. So, we've been able to just remove them if they have, and you know, we haven't had any issues with any smells or whatever, so we've been very lucky in that regard. Was it a house mouse or a field mouse? I don't know because the gas bloke removed it. So, I'm not sure. Bruden says, you want to hear something really messed up? My mum told me last night that she's giving me... Yeah. Okay. Good luck holding that as a secret for the next 3 weeks, Bruden. Yeah, I agree, Josh. Mouse is mouse, rat is rat. Very similar. One bigger than other. Look, in the garage, I'm not so fussed about it. You know, where I am, if there's the occasional one here and there. It's when they get inside the house that I have a problem with it. Hang on, she's barking at something. Be back in 2 seconds. Yeah, so that Black Evo, it could absolutely just be a field mouse who accidentally just made its way inside and then realized it was a doggo trying to get it, and it has buggered off. Because, as I said, I can't see any evidence of mice or rats anywhere in the garage, and I've just been on 2 complete scans of all the gaps and all that where they once would have been if they, or when they were here, where they were travelling and traversing around. So, and I had a look in the garden bed just out the back then as well, which is why I'm slightly out of breath, because it's a bit of a climb to get there. And there's absolutely no evidence of them even being in there. I checked the containery thing that they're meant to stay in. Can't see them. So, well, sorry, the containery thing where the baits are, and there's no evidence of them being munched. So, who knows what it could be. Could be something as simple as a possum. You know? Like... Oh, right, I see what you're saying, Vruden. The secret isn't the problem, it's when she figures out. Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so with all the rain, I'd say that's, but as Black Evo said, it's probably just a field mouse who realised its mistake very quickly when it saw a doggo coming at it. And I'm pretty sure it was in the mouse bait box that we had put there. So if it's already been in there, it's had a bit of a nibble, and now it's about to have a bad time. There is a lot of factory-looking buildings down below, Cam. We are... Hold on a sec, let me have a look on little nav map. It's going to give me more information. We are currently over the town of Quilmana. So I'm just going to... just out of interest, what power setting are you using for cruise, map, and RPM? Yep, not a problem, Black Evo. I will show you now. So, mixture is, I'd say that's about 50%. Prop RPM is 2300 RPM. And throttle position is where it is, kind of thing. And we are doing 144 knots ground speed. Yeah, now, so hang on, I was going to go Quilmana. I'm going to put that into Google and let's see if there's any mention of that location being a high. So most of Quilmana's workforce dedicates to agriculture and crops. So oranges, clementines, lemons, tangerines, apples, strawberries, and some cotton factories. So that would make sense based on what we are flying over / already just flew over. Should have a manifold pressure gauge. Okay. Hang on, let me... Any of these look oh, there we go, manifold pressure. So I should have more throttle in, shouldn't I? Alright. So that means I'm going to want that. And then obviously my mixture is obviously too low, so I'm going to bring that up, and then okay, so I now have full throttle. And 2500 RPM prop. Am I just needing to put more mixture or less mixture at this point? Am I sure this is turbo? Now that you're making me question myself, maybe not. Night, Shane. Catch you later, bro. Have a good one. Alright, so what I'm going to do then... Thank you very much, Shane. Look after yourself, good sir. Should easily get 25 inches with a turbo. Alright, hang on a sec. Sucata TB21. And TP21 is offered with a 250 horsepower turbocharged engine and 3-bladed constant speed propeller. So it's definitely turbocharged. So something's not right then. Hey, Short Round is here. G'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very well. No, definitely don't want to open the door, that's for sure. Yeah, no. Flaps are all good. Yep, no, flaps are definitely up. Yeah, so, I mean, it's within the green. Go full rich and have a look. Okay. That did absolutely nothing. I was going to say, because my speed is good. My speed is good. Like, we're doing 160 knots across the ground with a slight headwind. Very slight headwind. So my speed's good. Maybe not map the engine properly. Well, that would make a lot of sense, Black Eva. That would make a lot of sense. Pitot heat isn't out? What do you mean pitot heat isn't out? Yes, this. I should be around 170 true. No. I am at... Oh, true airspeed. So yeah, 157 true airspeed. Should it be on, Wes? Is that what you're telling me? It should be on? Okay. I have now turned it on. And let's see. Nope. Did nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought, Black Eva. I only need pitot heat and icing, which is why I didn't have it turned on. But Wes has flown this aircraft more than me. Okay. Well, this is weird. But yeah, as I said, ground speed and all that is exactly where it should be. Well, not exactly where it should be, but not far off. And I am being very gentle on the mixture. I am deliberately flying at a lower mixture. So I'm just assuming, as you've said, it's not mapped correctly. Yeah, I don't know either, Black Evo. It's a interesting point. So this is the TB21 GT. It is fitted with a digitally controlled turbocharger, whatever that means. Yeah, I'm not sure either how I'd get it to 25,000 feet. It's an interesting scenario. Josh had a crash to desktop for Lima Airport. It shouldn't be the airport that's causing that, Josh, because Calling Pigeon always tests these sceneries before he puts them with the flight plan. Although I'm not running the scenery add-on for Lima this time. It's almost like the way this aircraft is behaving. It's almost like it's mapped within the sim to be the TB20, which is the non-turbocharged, fitted with tricycle landing gear. No worries, Josh. I mean, maybe it is, but as I said, Pigeon, Mr. Calling Pigeon, does test these sceneries. Although he can obviously only base the testing on his system and not all systems as well. So I guess there's already, let me try that again, there's always going to be ideals and different situations that can cause different things for different people's sims. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Josh. It could also simply be, Josh, like sometimes my sim crashes to desktop when I put in a new scenery the first time I try and load in that scenery, because the sim just like can't handle the amount that it has to load in. And then when I try it the second time, it loads in no problem. And I'm talking with payware sceneries as well. Occasionally I get that issue. It's not a common issue, but occasionally I run into a situation like that. Yeah, so that's really weird then, isn't it, Black Evo? How it's the TB21 GT, but it's behaving like the TB20. after this flight, I might jump into the content manager and just see if there's any updates available for the TB21 since Sim Update 7, because there hasn't been any updates for the TB21 since the latest Sim update yet. So that may have something to do with it as well. No update? Okay. Cheers, Wes. Appreciate that, mate. So yeah, I'm not sure then. Yeah, I'm not sure. I will do some Googling into it at the end of the flight and determine whether it's a known issue, whether I'm doing something wrong. But I mean, Wes has flown this aircraft a fair bit, and according to him, I don't seem to be doing anything wrong in his eyes. But, I mean, you did say you're about to check anyway, Wes, so I guess I'm about to receive an answer, because Wes is about to get up in this aircraft and check all the pressures and all that. Yeah, absolutely, Black Evo. That's exactly what I'm glad you pointed it out. My seat, yeah. So I adjusted my center of gravity as well, Wes. Don't worry, I'm not gonna fly with an incorrect center of gravity. So no airport add-on, no crash to desktop. Right. Interesting. So it should be 165 knots at 65% power. Definitely not getting that. 100% not getting that. We are at like 90% power, 2500 RPM, and we are getting 154 knots ground speed. Where did I get the TB21 from? The marketplace. No, the mixture's not all the way up now, but it was. When I was all the way up, I was only getting about 16 manifold pressure. I've pulled it back down for fuel consumption. Yeah, no, that's cool, Black. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you're only getting 16 manifold air pressure wears and then it's dropping off, it means that possibly, as like Evo mentioned, there might be issues with the sim reading the manifold air pressure incorrectly on the aircraft. Yeah, so it's literally reading and currently performing like a non-turbocharged model, which is weird because it is the turbocharged model. Yeah, definitely something wrong then. Whereas if you're at 24,000 feet at 10 manifold air pressure and under 10 on fuel flow, something wrong in the sim. I might lodge a ticket with Lionheart Creations, which is the developer, and just let them know that the sim is not currently reading manifold air pressures correctly and therefore is not actually recognizing that this aircraft is a turbo. The vertical speed on the autopilot is not working correctly either. It should be going in 100 foot per minute increments. And it's not. Yeah, you see, I can't get the VS speed to actually work. We'll try it again in a moment when I need to go down further in altitude. Above 15,000, leave fuel pump on. Okay, cool, right. I'll remember that for next time, Black. Good. Engine shutdown may occur. That's exactly what you're looking for, isn't it? Alright, so the next altitude we're going to want to get to is 5,000. No. 5,000. Yeah, so this is a few buggy things on this aircraft that seem to have developed since the most recent sim update. Okay, now the VS speed is working. So it wasn't previously, now it is. That's good. So I don't know what I changed, but whatever I changed. Yeah, no, I know how to do it. It just wasn't doing anything when I was doing it previously, Wes. Now it is. Yeah, so obviously something has changed since the last sim update within the aircraft, hey Wes? It's just not happy about something. No EGT at all. Yeah, so 75% power setting for cruise, 2,500 RPM and 26 inches manifold air pressure. So yeah, as Wes is now proving as well, Black Evo, there's something wrong with the aircraft since the latest sim update. So I'll lodge a ticket with Lionheart Creations, and Wes, if you want to, I'm going to lodge. I suggest you lodge a ticket with Lionheart Creations as well. You used to be able to run 70% in cruise around 160, 170 easy. Yeah, you know, see, I thought that was a thing because when I flew the flight with Gummy Wombat when we did the two TB21s over the French Pyrenees, we were doing 160, 170 true airspeed, no problem. Sending me the PO. Thank you very much, Black Evo. Much appreciated, mate. I'm in descent, that's why it's getting the speed. So this is the speeds it should be achieving. I think the cruise speed in this thing is around 140-ish on this airspeed indicator, which would be about 178 true. So, yeah. I will file a ticket with Lionheart Creations. And yeah, it looks like the turbo's been nerfed in the update. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Black Evo. That the update has nerfed the turbo. And that no one's really quite figured it out yet. Or, you know, Lionheart Creations might actually know. Low cloud is mildly frustrating. To be fair, Sean, it did give me a lot of issues with RPM and fuel usage and all that before I got the DA40NGX mod, the freeware one. But since I got that mod, yes, you're right, it's been trouble-free. Good. Hope you are doing okay, Sean. I see here that you say you're a bit rough, so hopefully all good. A good rule for flying CSU aircraft is to try and fly the engine square. Yeah, okay, cool. So I will absolutely do that once it's fixed. Alright, so we are now on approach, so we're going to put the track IR back on. Take off the autopilot, take out the power, put the gear down, and it's time to come in to Lima.
Don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling might go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got.
Okay. Now the track IR's just stopped working altogether. Now I am in the roof of the aircraft. Never mind, gonna turn track IR off before it causes more of a problem than it fixes.
The shadows cover up my sins. Always smarter when in hindsight. But baby, I don't care to win. I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling might go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got.
Getting some epic stuttering. Also can't see anything. Also, I have absolutely no throttle in, and the aircraft is still doing over 100 knots, which straight away tells me there's more issues than what have already been discovered with this aircraft since the update. And now, as I've come to the runway, the speed's just completely dropped away, even though I had throttle in. So, it's definitely issues.
Only thing showing this late be the freak show. Call for your come, I be checking through the peephole. Everything closed this late, but your contacts. Here to catch a vibe, you might catch a little contact. Only thing showing this late be the freak show. Call for your come, I be checking through the peephole. Everything closed this late, but your contact. Here to catch a vibe, you might catch a little contact.
No, the runway didn't swallow me up. Although it appears that there may actually be some issues with the freeway scenery here at this airport, judging by what people are saying. Except for Calling Pigeon, obviously, who tested it and found it was fine. So Wes, you're saying that 75% mixture, 75%, or sorry, 2500 RPM prop and everything's okay. Let's see. Give it full throttle? Yeah, no worries. Do you want me to be sitting on the manifold pressure page as well? Yeah, so it works on the ground, just not in the air, which is not really useful, you could say. Despite all that, Wes, your manifold air pressure is still extraordinarily low for a turbocharged aircraft at 12,200 feet. To only have a manifold air pressure of 21. I know you're trying to balance your manifold air pressure with your RPMs. Maybe I should just uninstall it and reinstall it as well before the next flight. Not that I'll probably have the time to do that because the next flight's tomorrow night. I'm sure it'll get sorted as well. But ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end here of leg 97. Welcome to Lima. I do apologise for the slightly interrupted stream with me wandering around checking to see what Doggo's inspecting and me just obviously making sure that everything's all good, coupled with the fact that they're obviously trying to troubleshoot the aircraft itself here with some issues. Certainly not what I was intending for the stream to be, but I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the stream nonetheless. I did for the amount of time I was actually able to focus on it. So yeah, again, I do apologise for that, but obviously I want to make sure that everything's all good behind the scenes, behind me, etc. But hopefully it means that we can continue flying this aircraft in a better manner in the future once we understand what the issues are and potentially have them fixed by the developer if that's the thing that needs to be done. But also I'd like to make a massive shout out to Wes and to Kangaroo and to Blackadder for the donations this evening. It is greatly appreciated and your support for the channel does not go unnoticed. So it is much appreciated. Black Evo, you have there is no qualms to you hijacking the stream, as you put it in inverted commas. You are completely and utterly okay. Having somebody like yourself with knowledge like yourself who can point things out to me and sort of go, hey, something's not right, is very, very, very beneficial, because otherwise I would have just kept flying and sort of not really clicked to the fact that something wasn't okay. So it's good to know these things, especially as we're going to be now with this aircraft for 100 flights it's good to know these things now so that we can, as you said, get a ticket with the developer and potentially get the problem solved ASAP, as opposed to sitting on it and just hoping that they do something about it, kind of thing. But to the rest of you, chat, those who flew along, those who were involved in any way, shape or form this evening, thank you very much for coming along. I hope you guys look after yourselves and that you do stay safe and well, and obviously make sure that you don't do anyone that I wouldn't do. And I will catch all of you tomorrow evening for our flight from Lima to Chagual in northern Peru. Until then, catch you later, legends.
Drop that shit, you know you bond. Cannot leave my glasses on, I wanna see that shit real crystal. When we fucking smoking mirrors, I'm tucked off in the hills, real secluded in my feelings. Tell me, can you keep it real? Hold it still for a real one. Man, I've been fucking with you since my Motorola flipping. If it's real, just drop the pin. I'm on my way to ties, gripping, doing 10 over the limit. The way you move, no lie, I'm finna have to take that risk. Touching all them spots till you regret giving me till you realize all I wanted was you. You only hit me when you fucked up. Love drunk, cause you realize all I wanted was you. I only hit you when I want some. Fucked up till you realize all I wanted was you. You only hit me when you fucked up. Love drunk, cause you realize all I wanted was you. I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. See, we was cool right before it hit the fence, but it hit the fan when I got him down and pinched. But I took a break, I had to leave and go get cleansed. God forgive me for all my sins. I can't say these cause my last name ain't Kent. Cooking on the stove, that's the way he paid the rent. Working on the pole, that's the way she paid tuition. Better watch your soul, cause you know they trying to get it. Yeah, yeah. I learned my right from wrong on a song. I let my heart bleed on my sleeve through microphones. I'm trying to right my wrongs by writing out my wrongs. Ran through a check, cause it's hard to live off bread alone. So if you see me slipping, yeah, yeah, let me know. Cause it ain't the end of times yet. I know, but it's getting close. Yeah, I need my space to breathe, that's why